Welcome back to DNA. Today we're talking about episode 4 of The Bad Batch, called Connection. So Fennec is back. And so we're going to talk about her and how this episode, played out.
Yeah, I watched it. It was good. I liked it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I liked it. It was I liked it how they brought Fennec in, tied into the Mandalorian, showed you an earlier version of her when she was younger. She's a bounty hunter. And she was bad, and she was a bad girl in the Mandalorian. So it was good to see that. I like how they tie in this show to the rest of the universe. To me, this show is just connective tissue.
Right.
Just connective tissue. That's the only reason I watch it, just to see the references and the connections between other shows. That's it.
Yeah, that's why I think that this show is very for the Star Wars super fan, because you have to know everything that's going on. You can't just be like, oh, I just happen to watch Star Wars like me, where I really like Mandalorian. The live action movies are good, but you have to really know what's going on. So yeah, at first I was like, who is this? But then I was like, oh, it's Fennec from Mandalorian. And yeah, she was really good in this. So it's like seeing before she met Boba Fett, right, and like how she's a bounty hunter. Yeah. But we're trying to figure out why. Okay, the thing is, I'm going with your prediction where Omega is force sensitive, because why would Fennec be going after Omega but not the Bad Batch? Because the Bad Batch has gone rogue as well.
That's what I'm telling you. This girl was created for a special reason. Yeah. She has some kind of force sensitivity in her, something like they cloned some Jedi, some Jedi master of some sort. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm telling you. This girl is force sensitive. Right?
Yeah, something.
Somebody wants her for some reason.
Yeah, so that was interesting. I think the action in this episode was really good. I liked the
it was good. It was good to see her skill set, because Ming-Na, who plays her in the Mandalorian, is a martial artist. And you know how old she is?
How old?
She's like 59.
Wow.
Yeah, she looks good. So she looks real good, and she's bad. So it's good to see it. I like how they tied it all together. So I'm glad that they did that and brought her in. It was a good story. It furthered the things with her and how we're moving forward. So now we want to know why they want Omega. Now Omega becomes more interesting to me, because she's not just a character there for the kids.
Right.
Because it's a kid show, right?
Right. Yeah.
She's now a character with a purpose, some kind of reason. Mm-hmm. There's something about her that needs to be discovered. So now there's a story. There's a B story happening. We need to figure out what's going on with Omega. Why are they trying to
that's the A story now. So because the B story the B story is Crosshairs, which we didn't get to see him in this episode.
Yeah, he wasn't here.
I was like, oh, Crosshairs, that's fine. But I think that they didn't put him in this episode so that he can be developed. So the next time we see him, there's something like an upgrade that he got or something. You know what I mean? So what am I saying? So with Omega, the A story seems a lot more interesting now, and I hope that it goes
even though
somewhere.
I still don't like her voice.
That with her accent, I don't even know what the accent is.
It's like Australian accent or something, but it's just really weird. No, I still don't like her accent. Still don't like it. Well, but the character now becomes more interesting because there's an actual story happening. So looking forward to see what they're gonna do with her.
Right, because at first when they were starting, they were like, okay, we need to go. It almost felt like they were doing the same thing that they did last episode, where I still don't understand episode 3. They went there and then they lost a part, and then they were like, okay, we're leaving. Okay, whatever. Yeah. So when they went to this new planet, I was like, okay, so they're getting fuel and they're trying to get rid of their footprint and get scavenged food, which is like, okay, we're seeing like the human side of it. Yeah. But then they added Fennec, and I was like, okay, we're getting something out of it. Yeah. So I think it's really cool to see how the Bad Batch is transitioning from being a part of a structured thing to becoming like their own personalities and their own people, because they're like, okay, we have to scavenge for food and we have to figure out money and all this stuff, and like
they got to go hide out now on some planet and find some place to be, so to run away from the Empire.
So like the Bad Batch now are dealing with 2 storylines now that Fennec came in. So they're dealing with, okay, how are we going to get Crosshair back? And now we have to be like, okay, we have to protect Omega from getting bounty hunted or whatever. Yeah. It's interesting.
No, it's good. I'm glad they did that. If they've turned me around from the beginning of this,
they've turned me around a little bit, because I'm not.
You still not 100% in?
I'm a half Star Wars fan. I'm not gonna be fake.
You just
I know everything. No.
You just like lightsaber fights.
I just
you don't care about the politics.
Okay, no, the politics are great. They just need to get. I don't know. But if
you just want to see. It's good. It's tight. I mean, we still got a whole bunch of stuff coming up with Star Wars.
Well, what did you think of? Okay, so Wrecker got hit in the head again,
right,
by Fennec. Wrecker, something's gonna happen.
Yeah,
for sure. He's gonna get.
He's all like.
I'm sad. I like Wrecker, and Wrecker's gonna be crazy because he's really strong and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and he's like the Hulk, pretty much. Yeah, and so he's gonna go off if he changes.
Yeah, they'll subdue him and fix him or something.
Yeah, they'll knock him out.
They're not gonna have two crazy bad batches.
I don't know. I feel like maybe. Yeah, maybe. But I feel like
it's gonna be predictable.
They might all turn and it's just Hunter trying to figure it out. No,
too complicated. Complicated.
I actually really liked Echo in this episode.
Really?
He seemed more like confident in himself because I feel like when he was with Tech 2 episodes ago or an episode ago, he was like kind of following Tech. I don't know if I'm misremembering.
Yeah, they don't have enough time to write all the stories for all the people. Yeah, so they gotta pick their battles, and every week you'll probably get a different, main person you'll talk about. Yeah, because it's only 27 minutes long.
Right. This one was the shortest episode. It said it was 25 minutes, but there's credits, so it's probably really like 22, like a regular like half show episode, but it was shorter. And so actually they changed up the grouping because it was Echo and Tech in episode 3, and now it was Echo and Hunter, and then Tech and Wrecker, which was like Tech was done with Wrecker. Tech was like, please, just take the thing out of the thing. Like that's what we need to do. And Wrecker was just like, fine, whatever. Like Wrecker was, I will wreck.
Hulk smash.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Pretty much what he does. Yeah. No, it was good. I liked it. It furthered the story. I enjoyed watching it. I'm not going to break it down scene by scene. Some people get online and break down scene by scene. This means that. They'll talk a whole hour about it, but I don't talk a whole hour about one scene by scene. The episodes was good. Again, like I said, it furthered the story. It was good to see Fennec in it, tied into Mandalorian. She was younger at this point. So, yeah, good scene. I'll give this episode, I'll give it 7 out of 10.
I don't know. I like the action. I'll give it an 8 because I like the action. I enjoyed it. I was like kind of like, ooh, something's happening. And also I really liked Fennec's theme song. I really like her theme song. It's like, ooh, like mysterious. What's
Star Wars
happening?
is good for that.
I don't know if that was her theme song in The Mandalorian. I don't know if she even had one because she was barely in it.
I don't know.
But I thought that was cool.
It was. It was a good show.
Yeah.
It was a good show. So what else is going on in movie news?
That's it? What else is going on in movie news? Do y'all have any questions? Any bobs? I know it was a very short episode, so there's not really a lot.
It wasn't much to talk about. And this furthers the story. Fennec was the biggest part of it, right? She came in. She was precise as usual. She could shoot. How about the scene where when she had the knife in her hand, she just dropped it and turned it the other way?
I did miss that.
Yeah, Jesus.
Okay, so let me tell the truth. I fell asleep the first time I watched it. I think I was just tired. No, it was the middle of the day. I was tired. It was like after a workout. I was like, ooh, okay, let me eat. And it was like right after I ate.
That was your first mistake. You ate.
I ate.
You ate. And you tried to watch it. You're like, what's going on?
The second time I watched it, it was very good. Okay.
I had to watch it twice.
But yeah, I missed that part. I like this episode.
No, it was good. It was some good martial arts scenes in it when, she handled the knife, and when Hunter saw her, he was like, "Omega, get away from her."
Did he know? He recognized her? Like, how did he know she was already like a bad person?
He probably had a bad vibe about her or something like that, or maybe he knew her from before. I don't know, because she's a bounty hunter, so
suspicious. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he knew her from before. I don't know, but he knew something was wrong. I mean, she's a stranger danger.
That's
Omega was
true.
just like, "Oh, let's walk." And what's funny is she knocks over the food and steals food, and Omega's like, "You didn't pay for that."
Oh my God. Let's go. Keep walking. I thought you were hungry.
Yeah, I thought
you were hungry.
I thought you was hungry.
Like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
So no, it was funny. It was funny when she knocked over the food. She's like, "You didn't pay for that. Are you eating or not?"
Like, what are you doing?
Okay.
You know what? Oh, we didn't pay for it? Okay, it's mine then. You starve. No,
she was like, it's okay sometimes to break the rules.
Right.
Yeah. Let me just get something to eat, man. No.
I was watching, if y'all know, I was watching Waycast on Spotify, my friend Sarah, and she was talking about like either who hired Fennec. So it could either be the people.
The caminos.
Yes.
The caminos.
The bead people.
The caminos. The caminos.
The caminos.
The cloners.
The cloners.
Yeah.
Or it could be Tarkin. So they don't like. Is it the Empire that's like, okay, I know that she is Force sensitive and we want her, or is it the Caminos
I think it's the Caminos.
I feel like do the Caminos know that she is Force sensitive and then the Empire doesn't know, so they're trying to keep it under wraps?
Yeah.
Or is it like everyone?
So I think it's the Caminos because it would make more sense because, one of the statements they made in, what was it? It was either episode 3 or episode 2 when they said Jango Fett's original DNA is starting to degrade, right? Remember they said that. So his DNA is degrading. So they can't make, when you make a copy. Well, when you copy something, you want a copy from the original picture.
Right.
If you keep copying a copy of a copy, you're going to get degrading. Well, a picture, like a regular picture back in the day, these days are digital, but if you had a photo picture, after a while it degrades. It starts fading, it's old and it's degrading. Well, the DNA is organic. It's like an apple. If you put an apple down, it's going to degrade, right?
Right.
Same thing with the DNA. Over time, and they've been cloning for 20 years now, doing the whole Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
So you cloning this from this one strand of DNA, it's starting to degrade like anything else. So my assumption is maybe she has a key to get some fresh turn, because at the end of the episode, remember they said
what?
The Caminos, they were like, hey, because remember 1 episode back, when they were talking about bringing in regular troopers last week, remember? When Russ's name was Savage.
Yeah. Savage. Everybody, rank it up. Rank them up.
So he's training regular people, non-clones, to be troopers because the Empire wanted to do this experiment of like, look, we got to get past clones.
Right.
Well, the Caminos make clones. That's like saying, okay, all I sold you were Kias. All you bought from me is Kias. Now here comes Chevy, and you like, oh man, this Chevy looks
really nice.
Looks nice.
I want more Chevy.
I want a Chevy. Well, I'm like, well, wait a minute. What's gonna happen to my Kias?
Right.
Same thing. So right now, the Caminos, they're like, if they get regular people, they're not gonna need clones.
We're out of business.
They're gonna put us out of business. So my thought here is probably the Caminos sent them to get her because something special about her that they want to present to the Empire.
Right.
Like, hey, here's this clone who's not only a trooper, but is also Force sensitive.
We've been training her from young.
Yeah, she's a Jedi clone.
Infiltrated.
I know they're not gonna do all that. That's gonna be too deep.
I know now that she's not gonna be a Darksider because she didn't know what's going on. But the thing is that let's just have an imaginary.
A kid. They're not gonna
wait. Have an imaginary scene right now. So Fennec. So like Omega sees Fennec and she like recognizes her. And Fennec like brings her over and she's like, "Do you have any information?" Like that would have been so perfect. Like
that would have been good, but it would have been a kid show.
It would have been too early.
Plus, it's too early.
Yeah, it would have been
episode
too early.
3,
Yeah.
4. Yeah. But think about it though. Think about the logic behind that. So now the Caminos want her back because she has this special thing about her.
Right.
So my guess is it's gonna be the Caminos that want her because there's something special about her.
Yeah, I think that would make more sense if the Caminos are like, okay, get her out of the table for right now because she wasn't supposed to go away.
Right.
And then we'll present her.
Right. That was probably a plan of them to turn her over to do something. Hey, here's this special clone that we just made that not only can shoot and fight, but she's a space wizard as well.
I wonder who they cloned. Like, who would it be? Anakin? Because like, how many? Could it be Anakin? Because technically,
you know what would be cool? You know, be cool.
What?
If they use Luke's hand. Because don't forget,
Anakin's hand.
No. Oh, that's right.
Before
Luke.
Yeah. Yeah.
So no, you're right. So no, like
Anakin lost his hand.
Yeah, but he lost his hand so damn long ago.
Episode 2, yeah.
Yeah, that was too long ago.
Yeah.
Unless they just held on to it.
No, I mean,
you know,
took off his arm. I can't remember.
Dooku.
Okay, well, somebody get him an arm. A Jedi arm.
That's true, right? Yeah,
but
right. I mean, hey, that would make sense. But think about that. Let's explore that for a second. Let's explore that for a second. Count Dooku takes off Anakin's hand in episode 2, right? Mm-hmm. So the Emperor knows, or Palpatine knows, that this is the most powerful Force user of all time. Mm. He gathers the hand up and orders the Camino to make a clone. A clone of Anakin. Uh-huh. You get this girl. Yo.
But, I mean, she's too young for episode 2.
It took that long.
But yeah, they probably had a bunch of errors. It took
that long to figure it out.
Yeah.
Everything else kept failing because of the Force. Right. It wasn't forming right. The Force finally formed right. And now you have Omega. Yeah. Why is her name Omega? You know what Omega is, right? That's the Greek symbol for the end. The last one.
The Last Jedi. We're doing all the theories.
It's all tied in together. I
think that would make sense because Palpatine might have been like in episode 2. That's not even when Anakin started going to the dark side.
No, but Palpatine was there.
Right. So Palpatine probably would have been like, okay, I don't know if I can get him to go to the dark side.
Palpatine knew how powerful he was.
Right. And so he probably was like, let me.
Don't forget they went to the whole opera thing together and all this.
Yeah.
Okay. Palpatine knew him.
No, I'm saying he knew, but he was probably like, if I can't get him to the dark side, this is my backup.
Right.
Like, so, but then he was able to, so now he probably has 2. There's 2 Darth Vaders! What's, because I know Darth Vader means father, so we need mother. Darth something. Mother. Darth mother.
Whatever. Anyway, but no, it'll be good. It'll be good. I mean, that'll be a good twist, but they're not going to write that. But it would be a good twist if they wrote it where she is some Force person now and they want to get, I think that's what's going to happen. I'm gonna put my money on that.
She's Force. No, there's no way she's a regular clone and they're only going after her, but not the rest of the Bad Batch, who are also rogue. Yeah. Like
somebody wants her for a reason. There's something special about
it. It can't be. And what else would it be?
God, don't bring in Ahsoka. I hope they don't try to tie Ahsoka into this because they already talked about Rex. Rex is out there right now with Ahsoka, so let her have her own space. Have the
Padawan guy. I mean, he's too young, so it can't be him.
Which one?
ObiWan. It can't be Padawan kid from the first episode because he's too young. So ObiWan, but he's too. But he's wrapped up with
Luke right now.
He's too I'm too sad.
Yeah,
this is a lot for me, guys.
A lot happened.
I quit. Okay,
my best friend got killed.
Give me a time. My master got killed.
I wonder. You know what this leads me to in my mind since we're saying that. Mm-hmm. When did Obi-Wan find out? Well, I got 2 things to talk about this. When did Obi-Wan find out that Darth Vader was Anakin? Because he thought he killed him, right?
You think so?
He left him.
He was like on
right
fire.
Next to lava on fire.
He was on fire.
My thought process at that time is you're dead, right? So you leave the planet because when he left Mustafar, that's the name of the planet. When he left Mustafar to go back to Coruscant.
I don't know any of the planets.
Coruscant.
Okay, I was like,
when he left Mustafar to go back to Coruscant, he's thinking, okay, I killed Anakin. Oh my God, I killed my best friend. Blah 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 blah. My brother. Okay. When did he find out that? Wait a minute. This guy's Vader is.
Of course.
Yeah. No, maybe he just felt him
I felt the energy.
I've felt this presence before.
Right. Right. Like that energy, the Force energy, or maybe somebody told
when
him.
Vader was. Remember in episode 4, Vader was like, I sense an old presence.
See?
Remember?
See?
Remember?
Yeah.
It was like, remember he sensed him. Okay, that's one. Here's the next question I've always had about Star Wars. Mm-hmm. Anakin dies, right? And all the Jedi die. Nobody knows that Vader is Anakin. Nobody knows that, right? Mm-hmm. In episode 3, we all see Anakin turn to the dark side, went out there. Him, the troopers, was killing kids, killing a whole bunch of people. People saw that.
Yeah.
They talked about Anakin going crazy. right?
Mm-hmm.
1 minute there's no Anakin, next minute there's Vader. Nobody could draw the conclusion.
This is a new guy.
All of a sudden,
he's from a different galaxy. He's like, here's my resume.
Where'd he come from? Where'd he come from?
He came from a different galaxy, and he was like, "Hey, I'm done with the other galaxy."
It's like Superman. He took his glasses off, and he was like, "Oh, where'd Superman go?
Where'd
Clark go?" So it's like 1 minute, Anakin disappeared. The very next day, this guy shows up in a black suit, and it's like, "Oh, well, we've never seen you before, but yeah, Lord Vader."
The thing is, okay, Dad. Yeah, Lord Vader. The thing is, people probably knew. No, Dad. People probably knew it was Anakin, but the fact that he can choke somebody from across the
Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing.
I'm not saying
Don't
anything.
say nothing. It was like.
That's him though, but don't say it.
Don't say it.
Don't say it. But that's Anakin.
When he walked by, he ain't fooling nobody in that black mask. I'm just saying, right? Well, it doesn't make any sense. There's so much stuff in Star Wars that make sense. You just gotta roll with it.
You just gotta
roll with it.
You just gotta go with it.
Yeah. You're like, okay, that makes sense.
But they knew.
Just go with it. They had to do. Come, he just showed up.
Lord.
Let's roll with it.
Well, anyways, I like this episode. This is so far the best episode for me.
Is it?
I like the episode. I like the last episode.
Episode 3 better than this one.
I like episode 3. No, I liked half of episode 3. I did not like the A story. That A story was trash.
Yeah,
man.
it was trash.
It was trash.
It was trash.
But this one was all the way through. I enjoyed it. So
yeah, you're right.
See,
this one did go all the way through much better. So no,
yeah,
you're right. Okay.
So that's it for the Bad Batch. So do y'all have any comments?
Questions?
Mom said Corvette again.
Oh, Jesus.